Hi, I'm Lee from LA.Guitar, and today I'm going to talk to you about a plugin. It's a guitar plugin from Sansamp, and it's the PSA-1. Now, the PSA-1 has been available for a long time as a hardware piece of equipment from Sansamp, and it's been used by a number of guitarists over the years. But for a while now, it's been available for free inside Pro Tools as a plugin, and that's what I'm going to take a look at today. So I've got it running here in Pro Tools on a track here, and there is a list of presets which you can navigate to. And if you pick number 1 on the list, it's called Plexi, and I've got it running through some delay and reverb through the Neural plugin. This is what it sounds like just on its own, straight into Pro Tools, just with a bit of delay and reverb. Now that on its own to me sounds a little bit raw. It's got quite a lot of top end, it's got quite a lot of bottom end as well. So what you can do to make it sound a bit more palatable. So I've got an EQ here that I've pulled up in Pro Tools, and what we can do is we can use a high pass filter and a low pass filter here. So if we put these settings on at about 90 for the lows, and about 4,500, so about 4.5K, sorry, for the top end. Just turn that on. So what we've done there is basically cut off the bottom end and cut off the top end as well. We're trying to mimic a guitar speaker. There isn't a lot of frequency on a guitar speaker much above 5K, so hopefully this should sound a bit more pleasing. That's certainly getting there, but what we've done, where we've cut off the top end and the bottom end, we're missing that bass end, and we're missing a little bit of clarity on the top end. So again, what I'd recommend is to maybe boost the bottom end, maybe at around 130, and just push that up a little bit, and then the top end at about 3K. So there we go, we're just bringing up a little bit of bottom end and a bit of top end there. Okay, that's really starting to sound good now. I think you could probably use that in a mix. So that's that Plexi sound. I like a little bit more gain. I like a little bit more sauce with my guitar sounds. And there are loads to choose from. If you don't fancy having a go at amending the knobs on the screen yourself, there's one labelled just for me. It's called High Gain, and it sounds like this. That's starting to sound really good. So you could definitely use that in a mix. If you were producing rock music and hard rock music, metal, you could definitely get yourself a sound with that. But you can go one step further as well. So cabinet IRs have really been a lifeline for digital guitar sounds over the last 10 years or so. And what you can do, if we just turn this graphic off, so now we've got the graphic off, we've got just the raw sound of the Sansamp. We can actually add a speaker IR after the Sansamp, and we can do that in any IR hosting software. I've currently got the Neural plugin here, which is providing our delay and reverb, and what I use is the Ownhammer Vintage 30 4x12. It's my favourite IR. People always ask me in the comments to these videos, what is the IR that you're using. I will only ever use the IR from Own Hammer, which is the vintage 30 4x12. I'm not sure if Own Hammer still do that IR or still release it on their website, but you can certainly find something similar. If we add it to this guitar sound, this is what we get. Like I say, you could get this sound very cost effectively. You get if you've got Pro Tools, you get the Sansamp plugin included for free. You can easily get IR hosting software, very cost effective. You can get IRs, very cost effective. You can even find loads of free IRs on the internet as well. So that's all I've used to build that guitar sound, which you can use in any kind of recording, and it sounds great. It really does. And if you investigate the Sansamp plugin a bit further, you'll find all kinds of clean sounds, all kinds of edge of breakup sounds, and it covers a different range of amplifiers. You know, they say they cover the Fender amps, the Marshall amps, and the Mesa Boogies. So they're all in there. You can have a play around. You can even find your own sounds if you want and save them. What could be better, really? This Sansamp plugin has been used by Joe Satriani on his last studio album, Elephants from Mars. He used this plugin across all the guitar sounds. He mentioned that in lots of interviews. He made no secret of it. Also, this Sansamp plugin is used by a good friend of mine, Carl Groom, who some of you may know from a UK progressive metal band called Threshold. He uses the Sansamp plugin for all of his lead guitar sounds, all of his solos and his lead parts on albums that he's been recording, certainly over the last sort of 10 or 12 years, have all been with the Sansamp plugin as well. So go check out Threshold as well. And of course, I use them on my albums as well. So I've used this plugin for a lot of my rhythm guitars and some of my lead guitars as well on some of my albums. So you can go and check those out as well. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit like and subscribe and maybe leave a comment. My name's Lee, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.